Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good evening so far. It's time for some more Celeste. Been on chapter 4 now for, I think, like 4 days. Currently stuck on this room right here. I spent a pretty good amount of time trying to beat this yesterday, and obviously I have not beaten it yet. Okay, I gotta remember how I did this shit. So that's one of the hardest things about this is getting it to where it launches you far enough. Too early. Damn it. Also, you know what? I'm gonna turn this fucking music off, dude. Or at least turn it down, because it just gets on my fucking nerves. Okay. I don't know, is there a way to possibly... How did I wind up short on that? What's up, player? How you doing? Bro. Crap. I mean, it seems like you need both dashes just to get over that hump. But then you need another dash. Yeah. Try something else. Fuck. Yeah, see, if you go down there, yeah, that thing, that spring just doesn't. What the hell? That was weird. What happened there? You sat for a year? Wait, how do you... Do you mean you played this for a year? Is that what you mean? Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Hey. Maybe if I jump straight up, I'll get enough height that I can... I don't know. No. That's weird. I thought... Whoops. Oh my gosh. That one gonna work. Yeah. Hold on to it? Whoops. Yeah, just mess that up. What? My trajectory was a bit low there. Missed it. Ugh. Crap. I didn't, Thing. Yeah, it still doesn't come over fast enough. Yeah. It almost does. I can almost reach it, but it's just not quite there. Maybe, am I dashing too early, maybe? Okay, right now I'm... Okay. Yeah. Whoops. Damn it. Jumping over fish, stay away from it. Cause weak propulsion and stuck to platform. Are you saying I should be doing the weak? I don't know. Are you saying I should be doing that, or I should be doing the further launch? Yeah, I'm still not sure I understand what I'm supposed to do here, because... You land on the fish a bit sooner? What good does that do? Ah. See? Okay. Wow. Screwed that up. See, that's the part I don't get, what you're supposed to do there, because I've used all my dashes. I can't dash onto that. Yeah. Oh, you're thinking of a different room. Okay. Hold on, let me think about this. Oh! Okay. I might have figured something out. I don't know. The thing is, the guy who I was talking to yesterday told me this was the wrong thing to do. But maybe it's the right thing to do. Ah, fuck. Almost had it that time. Fuck, if I'd stop bouncing diagonally. Oh crap, I did the farther launch that time. Oh. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Launch, I'm trying. Damn it. Whoops. Damn, now it didn't go far enough. What the fuck? It. Come on, man. Dang. Wait, now I'm gonna be too late, because it had already passed by the time I could get down there. Maybe... Maybe... Let me try something else. Ah, crap. See, I'm trying to bounce on it again and then try to go over the thing. I don't think you can do that. Probably should just stick with what I was doing. Shoot. Seriously? actually did manage to bounce on. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a way to do it. Fuck. Maybe, okay, wait. Maybe I'm not supposed to even... Maybe I'm not even supposed to dash there. Looks like you have to dash, because otherwise you can't get over that thing. Just missed it. Still not be doing something right. I mean, I can't... The spring is too far to the right by the time I get back down to it again. Bro. Yeah, I'm just, there's still something that's just not coming out right. Wait. What? Why did that not work? Fuck. What the hell? jump diagonal, it won't fucking go diagonal. What? What the fuck was that? Wait. Maybe I'm supposed to dash to the... Okay. Let me try... Really? Really? Bro, I am so fucking sick of this fucking room now, dude. I swear to fucking God. Maybe I need to dash a little sooner there. Damn it. Wait. What? Get over that. Now, I think... Shit, I think that block is too far over by the time I make it down there. Fuck. Fuck, he went diagonal. God fucking damn it. Really? Yeah, I see the deal. Okay, suck my cock. Yeah, I see the deal. I have to, what the fuck? I have to do it like super close to the spikes to make it over. Fuck yes! Finally! Holy shit! Fuck, man. God. Thank you. Finally fucking made it past that shit. Jesus. Okay. What are we doing here? This looks like fun. Alright. Oh, whoops. Crap. I think, okay, hold on. I think I need to... Oh, well. Yeah, okay. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Ah. Okay. Ah! Okay. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. No, no, what are you doing? Oh! Crap. Damn it. I didn't wait long enough. Oh, man. Oh, man. Damn, that is fucking hard, dude. Okay, maybe... Oh. Yeah, but then if I do it that early, then it won't come over in time. Bro, come on. Dude, it just doesn't move over fast enough. Bro, stop doing that. God, I hate when the game does that shit. I'm gonna have to wait till like the absolute last possible moment there. Also, it'd probably help if I got some... got some alcohol. Bro. Ah, fuck. That, God, it is really fucking hard to grab that thing again. I mean, really fucking hard. Fuck. Please stop doing that. Finally. Wonderful. So when you bounce off the spring, you end up just right underneath the block again, which don't do me any damn good. Ah. Well. I don't think there's gonna be an easier way to grab back onto that block again. Yeah, if you could tell me how to get that, that one, gem thing in the corner there. I guess do you just have to, like, time your jump with when it, like, when the block breaks, I guess? Oh, bro. Why did they make this shit so hard? Right side of it. Drop down. Like that? I don't see what good that doing that does. Are you talking about grabbing it right side there? Because there's no way. That's impossible. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty hard to do. I mean, I don't know, dude. Doesn't seem to be working too well. there we go. Crap. Almost had it. But damn, that last jump there is pretty fucking long. Crap. I came off of it soon enough. What the hell? What's up, Cameron? How you doing? If I didn't already say that. Dude, I can't imagine another, like, 4 checkpoints of this. I mean, that's just madness, dude. Ah, damn. I think I'm actually waiting too late, which is weird because it sure doesn't seem like I'm late at all, but... I wonder if I should be... Fuck. Why did he go diagonal? Come on. Yeah, I gotta... Timing that jump is really fucking awkward. Okay, that time it just straight up dropped my input. I swear to God. Damn it. What is it doing? Stop that! The fuck? Oh my fucking god, bro. Just hit the fucking spring, please. Okay, wait. Yeah, I just realized something. Why am I carrying the umbrella all the way over there if I'm not gonna use it? I need to... Okay, I think what I need to do is collect the gem and then dash to the umbrella, pick it up, and then take it across, and then use my second dash to get up on the wall. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. There we go. Oh! No! Come on! That was it! How did that fail? Crap, I held on too damn long. Ah! Oh man. Really? Really? Golly, this is just fucking unfair, dude. It's not going far enough. It's not going far enough. Like, come on, man. I need you to fucking carry me further than that. Fuck you. You're failing me, jellyfish. Fucking failing me. Bro, that is so fucking ridiculous. That they put that fucking shit there. What? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Finally did it. Wait, no. This can't be the end. Well, of course not, because this fucking chapter goes on literally forever. Granny is still out there somewhere. Which means I need to keep going. No, how about you don't? How about you stop? Madeline's a fucking psycho. Oh, crap, I was trying to wall jump there. Okay, well, this is what that guy was talking about. So I gotta get all the B-sides now to get past this. Okay, well... I don't want to do this. Because, I mean, I got a lot of B-sides. It's going to take me a while. I still got a lot of B-sides. There's a method to get past the wall without hearts. Seriously? There's a fucking... There's a glitch or something? I don't know how you do it. Like, is it like neutral jumping? Yeah, I can't do that shit. I'm not good enough. Oh, you have to do it when it drops down? If you know how to go fast, you can slide under. Wow. Okay. Alright, hold on. Oh, okay. So I can... Let's see, let me try... I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, but... Well... I got killed by it, at least. Yeah, I don't see how that's even possible. mean, I have to like... Would not recommend it. Yeah. Let me just... Yeah. Okay. That is kind of funny though that you can get killed by that door. But nah, I'll just do the B-sides. But yeah, I'm not obviously not gonna do it right now. Yeah, it's gonna take me probably a long time to do all these B-sides. I don't know, I guess I need to decide if I want to do the B-sides on with stream the B-sides or if I want to just do them off stream. I'll probably just do them off stream. I don't think I really want to stream that. Because like I said, it's going to take a while probably to get all of those. Hyper dash. Okay. Well, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll do the rest of these B-sides off stream. And then when I get to where I've gotten all of them, and then I can get past this door, then I'll stream the rest of chapter 9. And then maybe I'll even stream the C-sides. Alright. Let's see, 9:30. Yeah. I guess we could just spend the rest of the stream playing Chaos Child. Alright. Well, please feel free to keep the stream up if you are at all interested in checking out Chaos Child. We're at the end of a character route, but I got the bad ending yesterday, so I'm trying to get the good ending today. Yeah. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna grab some water and then we'll start. Okay, I am back. Let's get the game up here. Alright. So, you might remember a few streams back in the, we were in the Kazuki route, and I had to, there was this part where I was supposed to mark on a map the locations of these portal devices, and it kind of explained like, oh, this is across from Shibuya Station, or this is on this street or whatever. Problem was, the map was marked in all Japanese, so I can't read the map for shit. So I had to completely guess the locations. And at first I thought, because I think like every like map segment up to that point, it like would immediately tell you if you picked the wrong thing on the map. But this time it didn't. So I just figured, well, I must have just got super lucky and guessed correctly the first try. So we went several days through the route. Turns out you don't find out if you got them right until right near the end of the freaking route. And apparently I didn't get them right because I got the bad ending. Before Kazuki and Takaru could even find Kurisu, they encountered a bunch of monsters and they both got eaten by the monsters. And yeah, that was the end of that. So this time we should be on the good ending now, because I looked up the correct locations that I was supposed to pick on the map, and I did it over again. So this time we should be good. I displayed the map on my Pokécom. It was a photo of the map in the club room I'd taken yesterday. If we wanted to get to the Hikariwo, we'd have to avoid the monsters appearing from the portal device. The fastest and safest route from Hekiho Dorm 1 to the station was...
明治通りに出よう。宮下公園の横にある地下鉄の入り口から地下に潜って、一気に光尾まで行く。
Kazuki nodded and slowly offered me a piece of dried squid. Did she want me to eat it?
これが最後の晩餐とはね。
I gratefully took the squid from Kazuki and bit into it. The unique smell and taste filled my mouth. Ah, itch. As I felt like I was starting to cry, Kazuki grabbed me by the arm. Her tiny body was still shaking. We were going to die, so of course she was. She may have hated to lose, but that didn't mean she wasn't scared. I patted her lightly on the back to encourage her, then started to lead the way. Also, I should probably just state that after this character route, I think we can easily, very easily declare Kazuki best girl of this visual novel. Like, bro. Like, Kazuki is actually, like, really cool. I mean, she's a gamer girl. She's considerate and kind and caring. I mean, you know, now that she talks and stuff, we've figured this out. So, anyway, but our plan quickly hit a stumbling block. Our investigation yesterday hadn't found any portals around here, but
やっぱりある。
we concealed ourselves as we looked down from the pedestrian bridge onto Meiji Street. 5 huge dragons covered in yellow and black scales were stomping up and down the block. When I looked in the direction of the station, I could see the distinctive light of a portal device 50 meters ahead of us. We went back to the park and hid.
一昨日はなかったはずなんだ。あんな目立つところにあったなら見逃すはずがない。
じゃあ、
昨日から今日にかけて出現したんだろうな。
So what do we do now? How are we supposed to get to the Hikari-wo? There wasn't much time left.
ポータル装置は渋谷駅をぐるっと取り囲むようにして出現している。光尾は駅のすぐ東側。電車は使えない。渋谷駅には電車は来ない。
多少無理するしかないかも。正面突破的な。
確かにポータル装置の半径100メートル以内に入っても絶対に襲われるっていうわけじゃない。見つからないようにして素早く駆け抜ければ。
What if, for example, we were to run from our present location, the back of the Miyashita Park Management Office, over the pedestrian bridge down the stairs, and then to the subway entrance?
いや、危険すぎる。
ん？
Kazuki tilted her head at me in confusion. Why was it dangerous? Time for a lecture.
あの化け物どもの身体能力ははっきり分かってないだろう。何しろ元はゲームの中にいたモンスターなんだ。
私、ゲームじゃ何度も戦ってる。
そういう問題じゃないから。ゲームで戦うのと現実で戦うのはわけが違うんだ。あいつらが本気出した時の足の速さとか狡猾さを僕らは好みで体感してない。それに仮に路上をうろついてる奴らをやり過ごせたとして地下鉄の駅の中に他の化け物がいないとは限らない。いざそうなった時退路がなくなる。地上に戻るわけにはいかなくなるんだから。それは想定される中で最悪の事態だ。
Which was another reason I wanted to approach things from a safe spot. If we died before we could use Kazuki's power, there would be no point. We wouldn't be able to save Kurisu or hurt Wakui.
うん。
Kazuki seemed to agree. I loaded the map image back onto my Pokécom.
最寄り駅まで遠回りしている時間的な余裕もそんなにない。
I thought about heading down the tracks from Shinsen, Daikanyama, or Omotesando stations, but that wasn't realistic. Those stations were still running. If one of the staff caught us sneaking on the tracks, we might lose valuable time. Was there any other way? I glared at the map.
地図上では抜け道はあるように見える。
On the map, at least. The 100-meter radius around the portal device was just a safe zone the police had established. If we used that as a base to look at where in Shibuya was safe to travel, as long as we could get through the Seibo department store right next to the Tatsuya, we could make it out onto Scramble Crossing. And we had Kazuki's D-sword to do that. There were no portal devices in Scramble Crossing as of yesterday. A new one might have appeared, but that whole area was a complex maze, both above and below ground, and we might be able to escape.
ここドロ。
Kazuki looked at the route I showed her and quickly nodded. The sky was a cheerful blue, but beneath it the buildings were as quiet as the dead. As we ran through the streets, we could hear the distant howls of monsters. I felt like I'd become a character in a video game. We were going through a tiny, tiny safe area, dodging between the various danger spots. And that safe area was just something I'd come up with quickly and hadn't had a long time to think about. There was no guarantee at all it was actually safe. The stress of knowing that a monster might leap out at us at any minute started to wear me down. But still, we broke open the shutter at Seibo department store and ran through the building. Then across the abandoned Scramble Crossing and under the bridge, and somehow managed to reach the Hikariwo. The door was wide open, and I could see many homeless people inside. Is this where he had the big fight with Wataru? I think that's what this might be. I hadn't seen this many people together for days. There were hundreds of them. Some were sleeping on beds made of cardboard, and others were enjoying a lunchtime banquet of drinks and snacks. All the voices overlapped into a chaotic spiral of noise. I felt strangely at home. Kazuki and I looked at each other.
これだけの数の人がいれば十分だろう。準備はいい？
うん。
We had less than 15 minutes until noon.
やれ。
Kazuki took a deep breath.
超強い力士シール
and screamed into the Hikariwo.
超強い力士シール
Again.
超強い力士シール
and again.
超強い力士シール
All the people gathered at the Hikariwo were staring in shock at this teenage girl who'd shown up out of nowhere and started shouting nonsense at them. All the noise in the entrance hall faded into dead silence.
超強い力士シール
Kazuki's voice was the only thing you could hear.
超強い力士シール
It sounded like some kind of gag. She only screamed the one phrase. Her goal was to imprint it as deeply as she could into the minds of the people here. That was the best plan we could come up with in the short amount of time we had. There might have been a better way, but as exhausted and stressed out as we were, it didn't seem likely that we'd be able to come up with it. Of course, I didn't expect this plan to work. It was barely even a plan at all. But even so, since Kazuki's power couldn't be controlled, there was no telling what exactly it could do. The possibilities were infinite. The same way it had created those portal devices all around Shibuya and the monsters that came with them. Maybe it would do something we didn't expect. My hope was that it would create a sumo sticker stronger than all the ones in Shibuya combined. At this point, it was all luck. I had no idea what would happen. Maybe nothing would. There wasn't much time left at all until noon. These last 10 minutes were all we had left. All we could hope for was that something would appear that would help us fight Wakui. There was barely anything I could do, except maybe stay here with Kazuki.
強い力士シール
Kazuki must have hurt her throat from screaming so much. She suddenly started to cough and heave, but she kept yelling,
超強い力士シール超強い力士シール超強い力士シール
時間だ。
Kazuki gasped and fell silent.
もういいんだ。
だって
Nothing had happened yet. Nothing happened. That was the reality. There just wasn't enough time for Kazuki's power to create something.
カズキはよくやったよ。
We'd lost our chance to fight back. And at this rate, we wouldn't be able to save Kurisu either. The regret threatened to overwhelm me. But I couldn't run away now. I had to go. I told myself that I couldn't stop here.
ごめんな、カズキ。僕を助けたばっかりに、こんなことになって。
うん一緒に
Kazuki whispered and softly took my hand. I gripped her hand back. Her warmth made me feel just a little bit better. The only good thing about this was that Kazuki said she'd stay with me until the end. Otherwise, I might have been too scared to go. Now look up. Go to Wakui. That's your last chance to save Kurisu. The homeless men were still looking at us in shock. We ignored them and headed for the elevators, still holding each other's hands. The theater cube was on the 11th floor of the Hikariwo. The entrance hall was called the Sky Lobby, and it was an all-glass observation deck. You could look out and see Shibuya from there. Even at this height, I could see how empty the town was. It was like time itself had stopped.
おい、君たち、時間ギリギリだよ。
The entrance was empty, except for Wakui. He spoke like he was still our teacher, and we were still his students. It pissed me off. He was a bag of shit, wearing the skin of a teacher. I hated myself for not seeing it sooner. There was a single chair next to him. Kurisu was sitting in it.
クルズ。
She didn't respond. She wasn't tied down or restrained in any way. She was sitting up straight, her posture excellent, with her hands on her lap. Her expression was lifeless. Her eyes were open, but there was no sparkle in them. He couldn't have.
クルスに何をした？
別に大したことはしてないんだけどね。ちょっとばかり過去の傷をえぐってあげたぐらいだよ。
お前。
体を傷つけたりはしていないんだ。ちょっとおとなしくなってもらっただけさ。非難されても困るな。
My vision turned red with rage. I was overtaken with the impulse to punch him in the face. Kazuki gripped my hand tighter. Our eyes met. She said nothing, but she sadly shook her head. I thought I could tell what she was trying to say. Don't resist. We'd come here to be killed. We would turn ourselves over to Wakui in exchange for Kurisu. We'd run out of ideas. Kazuki's words hadn't worked. Our last hope was to do whatever Wakui wanted. I gripped my fists tightly and swallowed my anger.
クルスを解放してください。僕らは抵抗する気はありません。
あ、そうなの？
Wakui chuckled and put his hand on Kurisu's shoulder in a friendly way. That was almost enough to bring the anger back.
その割にはさっき下で何かやってたみたいだけど。
Shit, he'd found out. Kazuki couldn't speak. I had to come up with something.
でも結局何も起きなかったんですよ。だから全部諦めてここに来たんです。あれぐらい見逃してくださいよ。あなたの方が圧倒的に立場上じゃないですか。殺すなら殺してもいいですから。でもせめてクルスだけは助けてほしいんです。それぐらいのお願いは聞いてくれてもいいでしょ。
宮代くんはそんなに死にたいのかい？
I gulped.
昨日みたいなことをされるぐらいなら死んだ方がマシです。そうしたら楽になれるから。
I spoke honestly.
そっか、なるほどね。委員会からの指示ではね、君たちを殺せとは言われていないんだ。あ、いや失礼、言い方が正しくないな。和樹くんについては殺すなと言われているんだ。君は貴重なサンプルなんでね。宮代くんについては正直どっちでもよかったりする。彼女からは殺してもいいという許可はもらったわけだから、僕の気分次第という感じかな。
は？
Who was she? What did he mean it was up to him?
ま、とりあえず宮代くんのことは後で考えるとして。
He laughed mockingly and took out a sword. Its shape was so awful, so terrifying, that just seeing it made me want to throw up. It felt like the physical embodiment of what a piece of shit Wakui was.
まずは和樹くんに。
He put the blade up to Kurisu's neck.
絶望してもらおうかな。
待て！
That wasn't the deal. Instantly, Kazuki shook off my hand and made her own D-sword appear. The blade whipped about like a snake, and then hardened into a solid, straight form. She flung it straight at Wakui. It was just a quick snap of the wrist with no wind-up at all, but it flew so fast that it created shock waves as it traveled. Wakui blocked it with his own blade.
抵抗する気満々じゃないか。先生に嘘はいけないな。嘘をついたのはどの口だい？
Suddenly and inexplicably, Kazuki stuck out her tongue. What? What was she doing? She looked up towards the ceiling and stuck it out more. She stood up on her tiptoes, her legs shaking like a newborn fawn's, and her hands flapping desperately to keep balance. It was like she was being pulled upwards by an invisible fishing hook that had pierced right through her tongue.
Kazuki, どうした?
Tears formed in the corner of her eyes. Her expression contorted in pain. Her eyes looked to me for help.
子供の頃、親に言われたことはないかい？嘘つきは閻魔様に舌を引っこ抜かれるぞってさ。
I felt something cold run down my back. I had a very bad feeling.
よせ!
There was no time for me to even reach out my hand before Kazuki bit off her own tongue. Blood spurted everywhere. Her frail body lost its balance and collapsed.
Kazuki!
I ran over and held her in my arms. Her eyes had rolled into the back of her head, and bubbles were pouring from her mouth as her body spasmed with pain. But there was no blood around her mouth. So what had I just seen? Confused, I used my fingers to open her mouth. Her tongue was still there. It hadn't been severed. I looked around and couldn't see any pieces of it lying on the floor. Wakui was grinning.
自分が舌を噛み切るリアルな幻覚を見せられたら、さすがにショックでかいよね。でもこんなのまだまだ序の口だよ。和樹くんには徹底的に壊れてもらわないと。サンプルっていうのはそういうものだからね。
I didn't even feel any rage. There was only powerlessness and despair. There was no point in even trying to fight him. And I couldn't save anyone. Not Kurisu, not Kazuki, not even myself. Everything was up to Wakui now. All I could do was wait for the moment of my death, like cattle. I hadn't even planned on fighting back when I'd come here anyway. I knew I probably wouldn't be able to save Kurisu. That's right. None of this was unexpected. I would be killed, and I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. There was nothing more to it than that. No matter how much I had to watch Kazuki and Kurisu suffer, they were all going to die anyway. It didn't matter. Once you died, the pain went away. I was tired. I just wanted this over with. Maybe I should bite off my own tongue.
なんだ？宮代くんも壊れ気味なのかい？こらえしょうがないな。だったらさっきの続きを見せてあげるよ。
Wakui put the blade back to Kurisu's neck.
目をそらしてはいけない。しっかり見ておくこと。ほら。
The sharp blade sliced open the white flesh of her neck. Blood spurted out like a fountain. I watched it as if in a trance. Kurisu's head had slumped forward, so Wakui grabbed it and lifted it up so I could see her face. Her expression was blank. There was no sign of pain, no sign of resistance. That made me feel just a little better. At least she didn't suffer. Wakui's blade was extremely sharp, and it cut through Kurisu's neck like a knife through butter. It didn't seem real at all. It was like watching the death of one of the characters in the game I played with Kazuki. You missed... I mean, you missed a good, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. Ugh. So we're on the good ending now. They made it past the monsters, but Kazuki wasn't able to summon any weapons or sumo stickers or anything to use against Wakui. So they're trying to save Kurisu, but he just sliced Kurisu's neck open. Wakui lifted up Kurisu's head and tossed it away. It landed on the ground in front of me as I lay there, her long hair wrapping around it as it rolled. I hadn't realized her head was so small. As I stared at it, someone walked over to me. I looked up. Kurisu's headless body was standing in front of me. The body slowly picked up the head, then went back to the chair. Kurisu is you know, his sister, or not really his sister, but you know, the girl that he lives with in the dorm. Then it put its head back on, the same way a person might put on a helmet. A low moan came from its mouth. Kurisu blinked several times and looked at me. What was going on? What kind of nightmare was this? Her head was connected to its body once more. Kurisu saw me and started to cry. What was happening? Why?
2度目は思考を変えてみよ
The second time? What did he mean the second time? Wakui stuck the blade up against her neck again. Kurisu's features contorted with terror.
タクル、助けて。ねえ、助けて。お願い。
やめろ。
She just died. You just chopped off her head. So why was she asking me for help?
いや、死にたくない。
You already did. Don't look at me that way.
う。さようなら。
いや、いやいやいやいやいや。
She screamed and shook as her neck was sliced open.
やめろ。
Her screams quickly stopped and were replaced by a sound like air from a leaky pipe. Her head rolled down and landed on the floor with a thud.
やめてくれよ。
What was going on here? Why did Kurisu have to get her head cut off twice? Kurisu had nothing to do with this. She hadn't caused any problems for Wakui or the committee.
幻覚だ。
This was an illusion. That's right, an illusion. Just a delusion that Wakui was forcing me to experience. Kurisu wasn't killed twice. She was killed once, and the second was just an illusion.
拾いなさい。
は？
Wakui said something strange. Kurisu's body stood up in answer to her words and picked up her head again. Then she put it back on her body. Was she supposed to be that hero whose head was stuffed with red bean paste? This wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all. But maybe laughing would have made it easier. My vision blurred. I realized I was crying. I started to hear Kurisu's sobs.
ねえ、タクル、なんで私生きてるの？今首を切られたはずなのに、なんで？ねえ、答えて、タクル。私なんで涌井先生に殺されてるの？
I felt like I was going to go crazy. I didn't want to see anymore. I wanted everything to go totally black. This was all a delusion. That's what I wanted to believe. When would it end? How many times would Kurisu have to have her head cut off before he'd finally let her die? How many times would I have to see her head cut off before he'd finally let me die? I couldn't take it anymore. I was sick of this. If I could just destroy my own mind, then I wouldn't be able to feel anything. I could be at peace until I died. That would be great, wouldn't it? It would be okay, wouldn't it? And suddenly, there was a noise like a trumpet that filled the whole Shibuya sky.
この音はまさか。
For the first time, Wakui's expression changed to one of shock, and he looked directly at the still unconscious Kazuki. That's right, this sound was one I'd heard already once before.
まさか。
Kazuki's power, Kazuki's words, Kazuki's delusions. Had one become real? The super strong sumo sticker? But if it had, what form was it going to take? If nothing else, I couldn't see anything happening near where we were. Both Wakui and I listened carefully. I tried to listen and see if there was anything to be heard but Kurisu's sobs. I looked around desperately, trying to find the sumo sticker. What was it? What had changed? I heard a faint noise, like a rumble in the distance. It was far smaller than the sound of the trumpet I'd first heard, but the floor began to shake in answer to the sound. It wasn't an earthquake. The tremors were spaced too closely. It was outside. Something was happening outside. Ignoring Kazuki, Kurisu, and Wakui, I staggered over to the glass window. I wanted to see it for myself. What form had Kazuki's last uncontrollable wish taken? In some tiny corner of my crippled heart, I thought to myself that maybe it would be nice if whatever it was destroyed this whole insane world. I realized that I was on the verge of going mad, but even so, I looked outside with a burning hope in my heart. I looked down at the city of Shibuya below, and there, I saw it. I suddenly realized that something was wrong, and I didn't want to admit that it could be real. I thought it might be another illusion of Wakui's, but...
なんだありゃ。
Wakui had forgotten all about toying with me, and was instead gazing in awe at the unbelievable sight before him. From the look of things, it wasn't something he had created. It was real. This was what Kazuki had created. When I realized this, I was awestruck. I mean, the scale was all wrong. It was holding the cylinder tower of the 107 building like you or I might hold a body pillow. It's a giant fucking sumo dude. It was shaped like a human. It was pretty pudgy. No, it was obese. The surface of its body was slick and shiny. Whether it was sweating, or that's just what its skin was like, I couldn't tell. It was mostly naked except for a loincloth around its waist. Its black hair was oily and clung tightly to its head, but there was no top knot. Its hair was parted perfectly in the center. strangely enough, its face had 2 mouths, 2 noses, and 3 eyes. It was not the face of a human. A sumo sticker. Its face was a sumo sticker. The center eye was closed, but the other 2 were flung wide open, and even at this distance, I could see that the giant eyeballs were constantly moving. Its mouth was continually opening and closing. It didn't seem to be eating anything. Whether it was sleepy or thirsty, or maybe even trying to speak, I couldn't tell. Its movements were sluggish and lumbering. It was like a giant monster from a kaiju movie. Yeah, a giant monster. That was the perfect word for it. It was as tall as the 107 building after all. Giant Sumo Sticker Man, at least that was what I decided to call him, had been very interested in his feet since the moment I'd first seen him. If I remembered right, there was a portal device over there, and the place was crawling with monsters. Giant Sumo Sticker Man lifted up one of his feet off the ground and flicked it a little. It was covered with monsters clinging to it. From this distance, they looked like tiny little pieces of garbage, but I could still see them. Giant Sumo Sticker Man kept shaking his left leg, but the monsters didn't let go. And then, the 2 mouths howled in unison, and it slammed its left leg into the ground. The monsters were knocked off. In fact, he crushed the portal device itself. The pyrokinetic had been annihilated when she touched the device, but evidently it wasn't capable of handling something the size of Giant Sumo Sticker Man. The horrible portal device that had caused so much pain was crushed beneath the feet of Giant Sumo Sticker Man. I started to laugh. This time it wasn't out of resignation. I hadn't gone crazy. Faced with overwhelming size and scale of Giant Sumo Sticker Man. After all the time I'd spent running and being afraid for the past week, it all just seemed kind of stupid.
おいおいおいおいおい、なんだよありゃ、ありえないよ、むちゃくちゃじゃないか。
I could understand why Wakui was panicking. In the face of something like that, your only options were to laugh, scream, or pretend it didn't exist. Who the hell had dreamed that thing up? Multiple people had to share the same precise image, down to the smallest details, for Kazuki's words to become real. Was that what they'd taken from Super Strong Sumo Sticker? It was a miracle created by astronomical odds. The human imagination could be a scary, scary thing.
タクル先輩。
Kazuki had woken up and staggered over to me. I quickly grabbed her body to steady her. Her mouth fell open too when she saw Giant Sumo Sticker Man.
あれって私が。
はあ、きっとそうだ。
だったら
Kazuki closed her eyes tight.
涌井先生をぶっ倒してくれないかな。
As if in answer to her words, Giant sumo sticker man howled once more and waved a giant arm, knocking down the 107 building tower. As the rubble and dust flew up into the air, Giant sumo sticker man looked at us. Did he recognize us? Or maybe Kazuki? Good lord, that thing is fucking horrifying, dude. Giant sumo sticker man's central eye opened. It was a black pupil with a crimson iris, and the third eye was looking straight at us. When it saw us, a sense of indescribable terror and exhaustion raced through my body. My knees started to shake, and I couldn't even stand. My vision blurred, my ears started to ring, and I felt like I was going to throw up. I imagined every drop of blood in my body freezing. My whole body started to shudder from the cold. It was a million times worse than the sumo stickers I'd seen around the city. What happened to Wakui? I forced myself to look through my blurred vision. He was kneeling on the floor and vomiting. It was working. Giant sumo sticker man was nullifying his power.
Kazuki.
Kazuki had gone pale and was clinging to me tightly. I shook her by the shoulders.
あれに命令しろ。巨大力士シールマンはお前の言うことなら聞いてくれるかもしれない。
Kazuki nodded through the pain. She looked back out at Giant Sumo Sticker Man.
来い。こっちに来い。
Her voice was a hoarse whisper. But he heard it. Giant Sumo Sticker Man unleashed a mighty roar from both of his two mouths and took a slow, ponderous step forward. His blubber shook as he walked. He traveled the distance between the 107 building and Scramble Crossing in only a few steps. Maybe he could sense Kazuki's thoughts. I had no idea how it worked, and I didn't care. At this point, there was no point in even asking questions. I couldn't get distracted.
来い。
君たち、なんてものを生み出してくれたんだ。あのデタラメな存在は一体なんだ。世界の秩序とか一切無視か。
Wakui stood up and slowly moved toward us, shaking and wobbling as he moved. I slid between him and Kazuki and pushed him away. He couldn't regain his balance and fell flat on his behind.
力が入らない。力士シールの効力なのか。なるほど、そういうことか。あんなものをリアルブートしたのにはそういう理由が。アンチギガロマニアックスの巨人とでも言う気かい。まったくふざけてるな。だが勝ったつもりにならない方がいい。
At almost the exact same moment that Wakui readied his D-sword once more, there was a roar from below that shook the whole building. I looked down to see what had happened, and giant Sumo Sticker Man was lying on top of an elevated section of the Yamanote railway line. He must have tripped on it. He grabbed the side of the station building and used it to help himself up, crushing the tracks in the process. And then he moved forward and slammed himself into the side of the Hikariwo. The Hikariwo was struck with the force of hundreds, no, thousands of Yokozunas. The body slams continued, again and again. The building itself began to buckle, and the shockwaves sent us to the floor. The glass broke and poured down on us. I felt a cold wind on my skin. When the shaking finally stopped, I looked up to see what had happened to Kazuki and Kurisu. I was relieved to see that they hadn't fallen out of the window. But Wakui was still alive. He'd stood up before we had and was cursing us in rage. There was another huge shock. Wakui and the rest of us were knocked away. I was worried that the Hikariwo might break.
君たち、悪いけどあれ、なんとかしてくれないかな。いや、いい。やっぱりいいや。先に、君たちを殺すから。
Wakui didn't even have the energy left to keep up his good teacher act. He readied his D-sword, his face flush with anger. He attacked us in desperation. Even though it was obvious he could barely stand, he was obsessed. But I wasn't ready to give up yet either. We finally had our own trump card. Giant Sumo Sticker Man. And I was every bit as obsessed with killing Wakui. I grabbed Kazuki's body in my arms and... leapt outside through the broken window.
Senpai.
The ground got closer and closer. I was scared. If I hit the ground at this speed, my bones would shatter, my body would be crushed, and I'd die in a spray of blood and organs. There was nothing to support me, nothing to grab onto. I couldn't keep my balance in midair. I clung tightly to Kazuki.
Kazuki, あれにキャッチさせろ!
Kazuki quickly understood and looked around for it. There was no need to look. Giant Sumo Sticker Man was right under us, clinging to the Hikariwo building. He twisted his neck to look at us. A huge, flabby hand was extended beneath us and caught us. It was soft like a cushion. We were still going pretty fast though, so the impact was intense. But at least we were alive. I looked up. I could see his arm, his shoulder, and his giant Sumo Sticker face. Seen from up close, it made me feel even sicker. A part of me wanted to jump off and die rather than stay here. I closed my eyes, gritted my teeth, and did my best to fight the impulse.
Miyashiro! Kazuki!
I could hear Wakui's voice from above. I looked up and saw that he had jumped out of the building too. A huge bird, like something out of an encyclopedia of dinosaurs, had flown from out of nowhere, and Wakui had grabbed on to its leg. It slid through the air towards us.
あの鳥、円数2に出てくるやつかも。ゲツァルコアトルスって名前。
That was fucking ridiculous, dude. It was pink and almost completely featherless. I could tell by comparing its size to Wakui's that its wingspan was over 5 meters long. There was no such bird as that, and even if there were, it wouldn't live in the middle of Tokyo. And even if it did, it wouldn't be taking orders from Wakui. Wakui's delusions had created it. Wakui flew past giant sumo sticker man, slicing into its shoulder with his D-sword. Its two mouths moaned in pain. Instead of blood, white sumo stickers spurted out of the wound. The wind carried them across the Shibuya sky. Wakui spun around in midair for another attack. Okay, bro, what happened to the whole, oh, he could barely stand thing? I guess that's fucking... They threw that right out the fucking window.
Kazuki.
Then I realized that Kazuki was holding the sides of her temples in pain. Her body was so hot in my arms that I thought I might get burned. She was feeling weak. I wasn't sure if it was because of Wakui's attack or the fact that she'd used her power. Or maybe it was because she was giving orders to giant sumo sticker man.
無理するな。
I screamed, unable to stand seeing her in that state. But she immediately shook her head and looked at me in desperation. She spoke the words clearly.
あいつ倒そう。チャンス今しかないから。武器を手に入れたんだから。使って。
Could I do it? Kazuki grabbed me by the necktie as if to urge me on. She gritted her teeth and whispered in my ear through the pain.
先輩が指示してください。そしたら戦える。
I could do it. I could fight. In fact, I had a monster at my disposal that was capable of ripping Wakui in two, which meant I would use that power to survive.
わかった。
Kazuki nodded and giant sumo sticker man's fingers closed around us. He brought his hand up and sat us on his shoulder. Wait, he couldn't... Bro, he can't just stand there. He would like slide right off. It was a little more unstable than his palm, but At least here I wouldn't have to look at his face. Just as I thought, moving up here made me feel a lot better. I had Kazuki summon her D-sword and plunge it into giant sumo sticker man's neck, giving us support so that he wouldn't fall off. We wouldn't fall off. Wakui was getting closer. He wasn't our club advisor or anything else. The committee of 300 could go to hell. Giant sumo sticker man's arm flew forward. He smashed Wakui with an open palm, the same way you'd swat a fly. Wakui landed hard near Memorial Park. The impact could easily have killed him, but he wasn't normal, so I wasn't going to show any mercy. In a single bound, giant sumo sticker man covered the distance between here and Memorial Park. He could jump an amazing distance for a fat man. Kazuki and I clung as tightly as we could to the D-sword in order to avoid falling off. He landed hard, crushing the area where Wakui had fallen. The impact kicked up rubble and dust around his feet. Did we win? I looked down into the dust. Wakui's D-sword flew up through the cloud. It was so fast, there was no time to dodge. The sharp blade stabbed into my shoulder. It tore through flesh and bone. The pain was incredible. I felt like I was going to pass out. Kazuki held me up. She grabbed my hand and placed it on the D-sword. It was just barely enough to keep me from falling. I bit my lip to get through the pain and looked in the direction the sword had come from. Wakui was down there, covered in blood and looking up at us in fury, just a little from the spot where giant sumo sticker man had landed. Giant sumo sticker man flicked Wakui away with his foot. Wakui's body flew like a ping pong ball. At that point, the fight was over. But I wasn't done yet. By weapon, I meant the Shibuya Earthquake Memorial, which had survived the impact of the jump and was sticking out the ground near giant sumo sticker man's feet. He reached down and yanked it out of the earth. His eyes locked on Wakui as he flew through the air. Giant sumo sticker man flung back the arm holding the memorial. Kazuki's will and mine dwelt within the giant sumo wrestler's body. His arms snapped forwards. The memorial was flung like a spear. The spear instantly crossed the speed of sound. With a sonic boom, it smashed straight into Wakui and obliterated his body. And that was the end. The D-sword in my shoulder disappeared in a halo of light. Wakui was dead. He never had a chance. It was a one-sided slaughter. The giant sumo wrestler howled into the open air. He was a destructive monster. He was a brutal giant. We had created something that threatened to destroy the balance of the entire world. I looked up at the Hikariwo and saw Kurisu waving at us from the shattered sky lobby window.
死ねなかったね、先輩。
Yeah, I don't blame him for taking extreme measures to ensure that Wakui was gone. For better or for worse, both Kazuki and I had survived. What it awaited us now was a hell worse than anything we'd gone through so far. We might have brought this terror not only to ourselves, but to the entire world. Nothing about the world would ever be the same, and we'd be left to make our own way in it, like lost and frightened children. Hey, what's up, Foxer? How are you doing today? Even without the Committee of 300's decision... Oh, you were streaming? Even without the Committee of 300's decision, Kazuki and I were enemies of the world for creating such a place. Yes, I finally reached the heart. That room you saw me stuck on at the end of the stream yesterday took me for frickin' ever, dude, but I finally passed it. And then the next room was pretty damn hard too. That one took me like, I don't know, like probably half an hour or something, but I made it past that too, so yeah. So now I got to I guess beat all the rest of the B-sides, right? Before I can progress any further. Actually, what's funny is another guy that was watching the stream, he told me that there's actually a way to, like, dash past the door before it, like, slams shut, but it's, like, extremely difficult to pull off. And I just tried it just a few times, and yeah, I mean, I couldn't even make it like halfway past the door before it like smashed me. So yeah. Maybe it would have been better if Wakui had killed us. There was that, and then the fact that I had no idea what we were going to do next. And then the fact that my shoulder was still bleeding, and it hurt like hell, but... Kazuki was in my arms, looking relieved and at peace. So at least for this one moment, I could be grateful for the warmth I felt. That's what I thought. Alright. Is that the end, or is there more after the credits? Oh god, I forgot this thing fucking comes up loud as hell.
ねえ、タク、楽しかった？
Oh, nope, that is it. That is the end of the route. There is no epilogue. Although that voice asking if Takaru had fun, that was also at the end of the Arimura route too, remember? Okay, so yeah, I guess this is like a recurring thing that we're gonna have to probably figure out. I would bet it has something to do with like the true route or the final route that we play in this visual novel. Alright. Well, we're done with the Kazuki route, man. So yeah, I think we'll hunt for the next route tomorrow. And I think there's 2 more character routes left. So let's see here. So we got Over Sky Ending, that was the first route the common route that you finish in this visual novel. Then the Arimura route and the Kazuki route. So yeah, I bet it's these 2 segments here where we're gonna get the final 2 routes. Or the final 2 character routes, I should say. I know that one of the character routes is actually Uki. Remember the lolly girl? Yeah, she's one of the character routes. And my guess would be, well, actually, I don't know. What do you think? Would the other character route be Sarika, or would it be Kurisu? I'm actually not sure, but if I had to guess, I think it would be Kurisu probably. I don't think Sarika's gonna get a character route, but I don't know. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this and I'm going to introduce a new segment to this stream. Actually, I'm not sure how often or even if I'm gonna do this segment again. It might just be a one-off thing. I'm not sure, but hold on. Let me see if I can. Well, let me just add text to this here. Let me see. Wait, where did it go? Where? Can we add just simple text? No, that's not what I had in mind. Okay, I see. I guess, whatever. I don't know. Okay, so how does this work? Is it, I don't know where it's even gonna show up on the thing. Oh, okay, now I see it. It's in the corner, top corner. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the new segment of the stream. So, well, you can't really see it if I try to cover up the intermission, but ignore the intermission. This is You Are a Fucking Asshole. And by that, I'm not talking about you, the person watching this stream. This is a new segment of the stream where I rant about people in the public sphere being fucking assholes. That's right. So I have like 4 different people that I want to rant about being a fucking asshole. And we're gonna start with the guy who was recently announced as the running mate to Donald Trump. I'm talking about JD Vance. So this guy right here made a comment about his presumptive opponent in the upcoming presidential election, Kamala Harris. Although that's not official yet, there's still a possibility that somebody else could actually be picked as the Democratic nominee. But basically, what he said about Kamala Harris. Let's see here. Doubles down on the history. Okay, here we go. So he called Kamala Harris a childless cat lady. Right here. Childless cat lady. Why did he call Kamala Harris a childless cat lady? Presumably, this is some kind of statement on Kamala Harris's ability to be president of the United States. But what about being childless, and what about owning cats affects a person's ability to be president of the United States? I actually have no fucking idea. I can tell you right now, being childless in this day and age is actually being fucking smart. If you have kids today in 2024, like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, honestly, like you're seriously going to put up with all the baggage that comes with raising a fucking kid, changing diapers, dealing with the kid's shit, dealing with them being a fucking rebellious teenager, all that shit, just to raise them so that they can live in this fucked up country where you have probably a 60% chance of being dirt ass fucking poor, possibly even trying to live in a homeless camp somewhere where you will get kicked out by a fucking Republican. Like, why the fuck would you want to have a kid in this day and age? I really honestly don't know. So if you're having a kid in 2024, you are a fucking idiot. And if you are not having a kid, you are smart. Congratulations, I applaud you for not having a kid. And being a cat lady, I have no fucking idea. What does that have to do with anything? I have no idea. And okay. There was also, I saw something about him even like saying something about like childless can't run the country or something. There was something else to this, I think, too. Um, let's see. Well, actually, hold on. Let me read this real quick. Well, so this article is saying that he said, I've got nothing against cats. Blame the media for focusing on so much on it. But then I thought I saw something earlier that said he like said something to the effect of like you're unfit for like making decisions for the country if you don't have a child or something, which is completely fucking ridiculous. Okay, he said here, it says here, if you look at Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of Democrats is controlled by people without children. It's not a criticism of people who don't have children. This is about criticizing the Democratic Party for becoming anti-family and anti-child. Okay, I guess maybe I misinterpreted what he said a bit, but this is still fucking nuts. The Democratic Party is anti-family and anti-child because Kamala Harris doesn't have kids. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Um, I'm not entirely sure. No, wait. No, he said no. I think he said something. I saw it. He said something about being a sociopath. I think. Let's see. Yeah. Here we go. Right here. Daily Beast is saying it right here. Okay. JD Vance has a history of singling out childless Americans. Okay, and it says here he has used the terms sociopath and psychotic to describe people without children. What the fuck, dude? You know what that is? That is straight projection right there. I think JD Vance is actually a fucking sociopath. That's what I think. So let's just go ahead and make it official. JD Vance, you are a fucking mega fucking asshole. Put it in the books. All right. That's enough for JD Vance. Let's move on to our next person that I wanted to talk about. Elon Musk. All right. So recently there was something going on with him and his daughter. Yeah. His daughter's name is Vivian, and she's transgender. And she is saying that Elon Musk was cruel to her as a child for being queer and feminine. Musk said that she was not a girl and was figuratively dead. And he alleged that he had been tricked into authorizing trans-related medical treatment for her when she was 16. Like, I think that says something about Elon Musk that he could be tricked by a 16-year-old. I think he was under the assumption I wasn't going to say anything and I would just let this go unchallenged. If you're going to lie about me like blatantly to an audience of millions, I'm not just going to let that slide. Wilson said, must have been a supportive father. She said he was rarely present, leaving her. He was cold, he was quick to anger, uncaring, and narcissistic. Musk would harass her for exhibiting feminine traits and pressure her to appear more masculine, including by pushing her to deepen her voice. I was in 4th grade. We went on this road trip that I didn't know I was actually just an advertisement for one of the cars. And he was constantly yelling at me viciously because my voice was too high. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she's a college student currently. Attract attention when she sought court approval to change her name. Okay. Wilson says she hadn't spoken to Musk in about 4 years. Musk threw a spotlight on Wilson on Monday by speaking about their relationship in a video interview with psychologist Jordan Peterson. Speaking of assholes, Jordan Peterson is another fucking right-wing weirdo. Saying he didn't support Wilson's gender identity. I lost my son, essentially, Musk said. He used Wilson's birth name, also known as a dead name, and said she was dead, killed by the woke mind virus. Oh my fucking god, dude. What a disgusting fucking thing to say. Musk said that Wilson was born gay and slightly autistic. She fit certain gay stereotypes, such as loving musicals, blah, blah, blah. Wilson addressed Musk's recent comments. He doesn't know what I was like as a child because he quite simply wasn't there. And in the little time that he was, I was relentlessly harassed for my femininity and queerness. I think that says a lot about how he views queer people and children in general. In recent years, Musk take a hard right turn into conservative politics. Okay, yeah, this is all. Oh, wow. Bro, he is even blaming his own daughter for pushing him into into being on the right. This guy, holy fuck, dude. He like makes my fucking skin crawl. I swear to fucking God, dude. Wire fine. Wait, how long is this fucking? Okay, we're almost at the end. Not going over there is basically must told Pearson that he'd been tricked into signing documents authorizing transgender-related medical treatment. Yeah, yeah. Elon Musk is the guy that owns X or Twitter right now. Yeah, he owns Tesla. Yeah, those are his two big claims to fame. He owns Tesla and he currently owns X. Okay. He was not by any means tricked. He knew the full side effects, she said. Streaming. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay. Well, anyway, dude, I swear, Elon Musk will not accept the gender of his own child and dead names her and says that she is dead to him. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Like, that is so fucking cruel. Like, I can't even tell you. Elon Musk, you you are a complete fucking asshole. Mark it down. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, there are actually two others that I wanted to get to, but I think we'll have to do it another day because I really should get to bed now. So, there we go. That is our new segment. So I will do another "You Are a Fucking Asshole" segment maybe tomorrow. And yeah, since I got as far as I can get currently in chapter 9 of Celeste, I am going to stop streaming Celeste at least for a while. And tomorrow I am switching to a new game. That's right. Tomorrow on live on my stream, I am debuting Zenless Zone Zero. That's right. I'm finally going to play it. I'm going to give it a try. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, and we're going to go through the very first part of that game. And then later on in the stream, I guess we'll hunt for the next character route in Chaos Child. So. All right, man. Well, have a good night. Sleep well. And I will see you tomorrow, man. Have a good night.